I thought smoking weed was cool until I learned this. So, if you smoke weed and you're not sure why you started and you're not sure why you're continuing because it's not serving you, it's harming you, maybe you're on the fence about it, and the question is like, why do I even smoke? This video is going to help you understand that question. It's also going to help you to break free. So welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. Basically, many of us have some positive cultural association when it comes with smoking weed, and that positive association subconsciously explains why we started and why we continue. We associate it with successful people, people we look up to. We think that it's a fun, cool thing to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to break that down and we're going to replace it with negative associations. And those negative associations are going to make it easy to quit, because once you have a negative association with something, you lose the desire to do it. Does that sound useful? Does that sound helpful? Okay, welcome in, much love, fam. Trav here, and let's get it. If that sounds helpful, smash the thumbs up button. Each thumbs up is one pet for the dog, Nolani, right here. Okay, so for me, for instance, in the 4 years before I started smoking weed, I listened to a lot of hip hop and rap. I listened to a lot of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Those are some of the guys that I think really made me have sort of a positive cultural influence or association with weed, where I thought it's like a cool thing to do, and that it's also something successful people do, something weed smokers make a lot of money. The only weed smokers I knew at the time were these musicians, for the most part. I mean, people around me were smoking weed, but they were not doing it. They're not talking about it out in the open like these guys were. So that might be a similar thing with you, and it's going to help you. By the way, shout out to the wind. Let's pause here, take a deep breath out, focus in with me. And take a big, big, big deep breath in. Beautiful, beautiful day. And hold at the top, listen to the wind, and take a deep breath out. Okay, and we're back to it. For you, it might have been Bob Marley, it might have been Rasta people, it might have been Jamaica, it could be something else, but pay attention to it. Probably a lot of your weed smoking is associated with some sort of positive cultural reference that you got. So share that down below, comment down below what that is. And now we're going to work on creating a new negative association. So smoking weed was cool until I realized that it wasn't. Until I started to take a look around, until I had smoked weed with a lot of people. The weed smoking led me to a lot of people. None of them were Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. None of them were very successful. I started to notice most of the people who smoked a lot of weed were not doing very well financially. Most of them are broke or poor. A lot of them are low ambition. Not bad people. If this is you, you're not a bad person. But you have these negative associations that's going to help you take a step back and start to distance. I noticed that the people who smoke weed are the same people who vape, who drink a lot of alcohol. They're the same people who watch a lot of porn. They're the same people who drink a lot of coffee. All these negative things are associated together. So I started to realize, smoking weed isn't so cool after all. And once smoking weed isn't so cool after all, I didn't really want to do it anymore. Because if you have negative self-worth, that's sort of, you probably don't. You probably think maybe you do, but you don't realize it's not negative self-worth that's got you doing this. It's a realization that, I have this positive association from back in the day, from before I even started smoking weed, where I thought it was cool. So I think I'm cool by smoking weed. And that's why I started, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. And you're going to realize that, it's not cool. And when you realize it's not cool, and you realize you don't want to do it anymore, it's just going to make it easy. It's going to make it easy to quit. So, comment down below what's a negative association you have that stoners are lazy, stoners are poor. And also I noticed a lot of the people who don't smoke weed or never did had these negative associations instilled in them. Maybe their parents talked about it, maybe they observed it, maybe they're around stoners, maybe they listened to different kinds of music, they weren't exposed to the same sort of cultural references, right? So yeah, and also thinking like just misconception, thinking that a lot of athletes smoked weed when some do, but a lot don't. Anyways, hope you find that useful. If you did find it useful, you should know about the 30-day no weed challenge that I have. Link down below in the description. 30-day no weed challenge is going to help you. It's going to help you change. It's going to help you get better. It's going to help you come out on the other side having a fun, social, enjoyable process where you're going to transform your life and change your habits and fix a lot of the problems that you're dealing with. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to click the link down below. It's not for everyone. It's a limited select spots. So if you want to be in that group, then make sure you join while you have the chance. Okay, appreciate you and look forward to seeing your comments down below. Much love. Thank you. And again, every thumbs up is a pet for Nalani. Okay? Peace and much love. I'll talk to you soon.